playing it as well. A bit of a mastery champion. We saw both Smeb and Huni with mastery of it, as insta-lock Syndra as the answer for the Cassiopeia. Power drafts on both sides, but you know what you can say about Samsung here? They seem to have got what they wanted because they've been very comfortable in their second round lock-ins. Rumble as the blind pick against Maokai is certainly happy with. Some kill pressure in the mid lane as well for the Syndra. And just with this draft, with Karma to invade with, this is the sort of draft that allows Haru to exceed. Remember that Graves has been Haru's big pick this season. He was playing it before 7.2 and 7.3, before the lethality changes, so it's always been a favorite of his, and he's set up to succeed in this game.
See how Crown's going to do with this. Syndra has not played this champion yet this season, so first time out. Going to be looking to have a big showing, but Cuvée, I mean, you already read off the stat. It's almost as damning as his record against Someday.
Oh.
But we'll see how he can manage on the Rumble. Because a lot of times when we see these guys come out, they try the Rumble, and they're not career Rumble players. They usually are on the short end of the stick.
And you got to say for Crown as well, as we're not even going to show Syndra. You know why that is, Killers? Why we don't show Syndra? It's not that it's bugged. It's because he's only ever played Syndra once and didn't look great on it. Crown is one of those mastery mid laners. So seeing both of them on picks that historically have done nothing for them, 0-1 for Crown, 3-11 for Cuvée, showing a big performance in this game will really help boost their champion pools and also play games with the minds of future coaches drafting against Samsung Galaxy.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, it looks like we're ready to go ahead, get onto the Rift here for game one. We got a lot to keep our eyes on. So let's go ahead, get right onto the Rift. BBQ versus Samsung Galaxy.
Totoro's considering his options.
He's pushing in. He'll get slowed up by that W. Stunned up as well. So Death Sentence won't connect. But meanwhile,
okay.
That was, okay. Yeah, we just had a gank from Bless up into the top lane. So I'll have to get a replay on that. But that's first blood going over to BBQ.
Anyway.
All right, well, flash away, Twisted Advance. Straight into the Equalizer, but there's just not enough damage there. It takes him down a half each.
To him, given the Equalizer turn is massive.
Oh, meanwhile, up top, Ghost gets chunked out a little bit, so they decide to open up with a curtain call. All 4 shots connecting in onto Totoro. But now, fighting the bottom lane, the Equalizer comes down. Bless has to get out of dodge. Collateral damage comes through from Haru, but it's not going to lock up anybody. In fact, he's going to be the target. Crazy takes him out with a Twisted Advance, and Temp comes up with the kill.
Really nice layering between the Cassiopeia and Maokai. The W coming through, the Miasma meant that no quick draw or flash could happen for Haru. That's what confirmed that first kill.
Still a bit of struggle street here, Crown.
Whoa.
He's able to turn back away, doesn't get locked up by the Petrifying Caves, but he still goes down, throws out the Unleashed Power. And Tempt comes up with a kill solo, in fact.
I really want to see the replay, though. The ability to turn around on what was perhaps 0.25 seconds worth of cast time was really impressive for Crown. Not sure if that was intentional or he was just walking back, but very, very nice play. With the mid laner down, they're going for that. They're going for turret dive, too.
Yeah, going right in onto Cuvée. Crazy already tanking up the turret. That's going to be Cuvée going down 4-0 on the board for BBQ.
Double turret.
And it looks like it very well could be. Looks like it will be, in fact, Crown. Can he arrive in time? Wave's not quite there, so it looks like they will have to peel back. Samsung are trying to equalize the trade in the top lane. They do pop Totoro. 4th final shot comes through from Ruler, takes him down. But can they get more for it? Ghost is there to defend. Yeah. It's a couple shots from Ghost, and that turret is saying goodnight. Ash Arrow comes through, locks up the Graves, and that's enough for them to get these final hits in.
The objective, that's 3. 2 out of turrets down, soon to be 3. Magic Ghost, whoa.
Just a little close there.
I think he had 4 HP.
That was quite bad for him. Meanwhile, Cuvée up in the top lane, throws out the red carpet. Bless jumps back in, has so much damage on the rain guard, but can't come up with a kill. Core JJ there to offer up the shield to try to keep him alive. Crazy goes back in, flash away from Cuvée, won't keep him up, but now Crazy taking up the turret. The rest of Samsung here will be able to pick up a kill. Crown tries to get it, but it actually goes over to Core JJ in the end. One in mid will get quite a bit of damage.
Not much wave clear here, so they have to threaten an all-in.
Yep. But now the pinch coming through from
It's
BBQ.
Maokai.
Big Twisted Advance down. On Haru gets locked up immediately by the Ash Arrow. The hook comes through, gets Crown on the backside, and the exhaust comes down. He's trying to exit as best as he can. But meanwhile, Samsung starting to turn things around. The kills coming through. 3 picked up for them. The curtain called, now laid down. Crazy and Tempt under fire. Won't get hit by the last shots, but Samsung 3-0, now looking for Baron.
BBQ really botched the engage. They didn't have the Maokai and Cassiopeia in position. They actually ended up going around rather than being in the front line, rather than tanking as they needed. Tempt was not doing damage after flashing in for the miasma at all. Baron's down to 3,000.
Crazy Tempt coming in. Petrifying Gaze still available, but he gets locked up by the Syndra. Petrifying Gaze not going to lock up anybody. He turns on a Ruler. Will come up with a kill. Cube will fall as well. That's going to be 3 members going down. They go over the wall. They find Haru. That's going to be an ace. BBQ. The 2v5 turns it around at Baron. They absolutely annihilate Samsung.
This is over to the Baron in game 2 to try and force those Barons.
Oh.
They're turning on Tempt.
Yeah, they're looking for it. It's going to be the Unleashed power come through. Tempt goes down. That's going to be the Q. Finishes him off. Now Crazy gets locked up right in the front line. Samsung desperately trying to pop the Guardian Angel, but he takes a Dark Passage out to safety. So far, 1-for-0 Samsung. How much more can they shove up? Baron spawning in just over a minute. They're going to be looking for the inner turrets in mid.
Yeah, one of the few long lanes actually exists in the mid, given the outer turret is still up in the bot lane. So they just get a pick. Cassiopeia ends up being overextended. Too confident given the fact that the last few fights have gone so well. And Samsung are just pushing through mid.
They're looking for more, and they're just bursting down the turrets. Haru doing so much now. 2 structures with that Graves. That's going to be the inhibitor line broken by Samsung in 32.5 minutes.
All waves looking, so BBQ needs to fight.
Ash Arrow comes through. Nice split by Samsung. Make sure nobody gets locked down. Meanwhile, though, I say that, and Core JJ way out of position away from the rest of his team. Gets caught, and he falls. Ghost comes up with a kill, and now BBQ, they start up the Baron 5v4.
Bless messed that up again.
Oh, he's outside of the pit. Has to run away. Curtain Call coming through, just trying to lock him up, but the Dark Passage does take him into safety.
Equalizer's
throws
huge.
down the Equalizer, catches multiple members, and now BBQ going to have to back off the Baron. It does reset. So 4v5, Samsung stop this from going over to their opponents.
We've seen this interaction a few times. Bless queued and autoed from the brush and ended up getting bounced back by the blasting plan. So that's why he ended up being in basically melee range of Samsung. Lost a lot of his health trying to get out. Nice equalizer from Cuvée. Gets them off the Baron, so the pick doesn't transpire to much, and all Crazy can do is recall, start to tend to the minion waves. And we'll reset again, you'd have to think, in just a few moments' time.
Yeah, it looks like they're waiting for Core JJ, still just sitting around inside. That's Scuttle Crab, getting that movement speed.
There are some decent teleport wards here for the Maokai.
Yep, minion wave is shoving up in the bottom lane as well. You can see Crazy gonna go down and try to answer that. Baron gets started by Samsung, almost down to half HP. They'll peel back. Bless gets caught by that deadly flourish. Stun from Crown will not come through in time, so Crazy is perfectly fine to keep clearing out these waves.
This is such tense stuff for Kilios because the minion waves have been so well prepped. Gotta see that teleport eventually. It's so low.
Bless gets hit by that E from the Jhin, so they spot him coming in. Ash Arrow connects down onto Crown. They jump in. Can they delete him? The Redemption Heal comes through, and that's going to be Samsung picking up the Baron yet again, but can they make it out with buffs this time around? Crazy comes in the backside of the pit, flashes in, gets on top of Crown. He's going to go down as Tempt picks up the kill. Core JJ locked up, almost falls to shield. We'll keep him alive for a little bit longer, but he gets popped now. Curtain Call from Ruler outside the pit, desperately trying to keep his Rumble alive. Won't do a damn thing. Double kill picked up for Tempt, and Samsung lose 3 buffs.
Crazy is the ultimate bro, tanking for 3 low health carries of BBQ. Trying to turn on to Tempt. Haru
trying to find it. Dark Passage comes through from Totoro, keeping him safe. TP still available from Cuvée. Elder Dragon does get started by BBQ. There's a ward right here in the forefront, but it will get cleared out. One more hit.
The mid lane.
It out. Actually, doesn't use it. See, yeah, TP canceled out here by Cuvée.
Canceled?
Now going to have to run down. Elder Dragon coming through Ruler. Gets hit by that Ash Arrow, but he'll make it out safely, and that's just going to be conceded by Samsung.
That was really weird from Cuvée because he was teleporting to the safest ward possible, which was, I believe, just a minion in the mid lane, and then canceled it, of all things. I don't really see why he needed to stay top at that point. Re-engaged from BBQ because they had already kept the Drake leash. He is very, very powerful. Rumble and Syndra. No longer as big a...
Equalizer thrown down, not really catching much. Ghost does get locked up a little bit here. Has to hightail it out of there, down to half HP. Crazy just being such a big frontline. Maokai Ash Arrow comes through, does connect onto Cuvée. Hook locks him in as well, but he makes it into the Zonias just in time. Box thrown down to try to zone back Samsung, but they're still able to pop the Guardian Angel on Crazy. Petrifying Gaze, but there's no follow-up off of it for Tempt, but that is keeping BBQ alive.
There's no way for them to actually prosper and go forward. They keep their flashes up, but nothing more. No one goes down amazingly. But just to give Ambition some time, he's the only one who hasn't played this week. Everyone else has gotten a go. But a necessitated change, you wouldn't really think so. honestly, a lot of the question marks are about champion pool for the mainstays, QV and Crown, rather than necessarily Haru, Ruler, or Core JJ making a mistake. Nice decisive barrel code. They're going to do this one fast.
Yep, it's burning down very rapidly. Thrill the hunt comes through from Bless, just trying to get in range. Ash Arrow goes out, connects on the Core JJ, but the Baron's already down. Now all Samsung have to do is try to eject themselves. Actually, they might just try to turn this around. They go in onto Totoro. 1,600 damage crit coming through from Ruler. Just pops the Thresh. Samsung, they get a Baron, they get a kill.
Yeah, Samsung's shot calling is what is getting them over the line. They've been smarter in almost every situation. One missed teleport from QV aside. Make the decisive call. Nowhere for Totoro to go. He's taken down. Baron buff. Don't know if they'll be able to close the game, but this should be multiple inhibitors for Samsung.
Yeah, already pushing in, getting rid of the open one here in mid. Waves are not prepped for them to rotate down towards the bottom side, so they might just be shoving straight in for the Nexus turrets. Equalizer comes down, pushing them off to the side. Curtain call opened up as well. Shots just coming through, chipping down BBQ as best as they can. Ash Arrow comes out, instant cleanse by Crown, keeps himself safe. Both Nexus turrets go down, and Samsung, do they look to end? It's 4 seconds left on Totoro. They might just have to peel back. You can see Haru still working on a couple things, has that serrated Dirk in the inventory, and of course, the supports will still be resting with those control wards, so no 6th item yet for them. But Ash Arrow thrown out, won't find anybody in Samsung. They're just going to keep pushing around. Ruler has that 4th crit ready to go. Try to put that down onto the Nexus to get things started. Instead, uses it on Crazy. Ghost goes low in the back. Box comes down to try to keep him safe. And that's going to be Haru being the first one to die. Trying to turn things around. Bless goes low. Curtain call opened up. Just trying to snipe out the Rengar. Does find it. Pops the GA. And he'll get Totoro as well. Right in the front. Follows up for a double kill. Taking down Ghost. And now, with 2 members fallen, make that 3 as Ruler comes up with a triple kill. That will be Samsung in 46.5 minutes, closing out game 1 over BBQ.
Fiora from Crazy could have been a consideration given that Nautilus is that flex, but mostly into a Karma though, where you can just kind of shrug off trades. And the Zyra that's so often been the favorite of Core JJ will go over to Totoro. So in the 2v2 lane, some kill pressure is possible. Pushing advantage will kind of be muted, given that Caitlyn can outshove the Jhin, but Zyra does a lot of help in that regard, and a lot of answers for the single target engage from Nautilus with the Tahm Kench. But it's Corki versus LeBlanc, which is a really interesting mid lane matchup. It's been a long, long time since we've seen Crown on a champion like this. The only other proactive champion you can remember from Crown is something like, I guess, the Talia that he certainly brought back into the meta at Gyeonggi. You can react first, you have kill pressure in lane. I'm excited to see Crown with a chance to shine, because this guy so frequently is called a top 3 mid laner in the world, but often it's on the reactive champions, the Orianna, the Victor, the Wave Clear. I always love when he can show the other side. When he showed the Talia, I was like, okay, he can do the proactive side. The Talia seems to be a thing of the past. Let's see how he goes with the LeBlanc. That used to be an old favorite back in 2015 for Crown.
Yeah, tried out the Syndra in game 1. Was a less than stellar performance, but now going on to the busted LeBlanc, as it's been deemed by many a person.
I mean, if it loses a couple more times, we have to start really revising our expectations.
Yeah.
Power level is hit again on 7.4, but on 7.3, didn't lose much damage, so should just be pretty deadly.
Yeah, just the changes to the sigil in the early game. Really the only things that came through for the LeBlanc. Nothing as far as the itemization goes either, so still should be quite strong in the hands of a master. Crown going to try to prove that right here, right now, as we go back onto Summoner's Rift for game number 2. Going back in yet again through all the hunt here. Yeah, Haru hitting level 6 about as quickly as his counterpart did in game 1. That's going to lead to a very swift first blood coming in for him. Lots of turret shots coming through, however. Bless, if he can get on top of them, might be able to find some kills.
That should not stop. He should try this.
Yeah, Sonic Wave not going to connect. Good halting there by Samsung. They keep themselves nice and safe. Can continue forward on this Lee Sin. We've only seen him play it once this split against Jin Air. Came up with a win with that, but now against much more formidable opponents. Speaking of which, Crown comes up to the top lane, puts another kill on the board for Samsung. 1-0-1 on that LeBlanc now. Haru going to have to try to exit here. Stole away the red buff. He's going to jump back in on the Bless. Pops him so much, but the depth charge comes through. Gets a bit of a heal off with the W, but oh, Bless comes back in with a resonating strike. Poor flash by Haru. Still goes down. Cube not able to arrive in time to help come up with a kill. And that is just going to be Haru just being a little overconfident in the jungle.
Yeah, Thames was first to react, was on the same side, the jungle.
Big Wolf, but Bless does arrive. The blast cone. Get a little bit of damage. Totoro comes in. That's going to be the Stranglethorn starting down, where JJ does get rooted from the Deadly Flourish. Pops that gray health shield. Kicked away by Bless, who goes low. Crown goes back in. Comes up with the kill, but can he make it out alive? Dashes back. The exhaust is on. Rockets coming through from Tempt. He flashes away. Will keep himself alive. Ruler's starting to run up the river. Will be able to juke out on that Deadly Flourish. Haru yet again going back in. Could be bad. Core JJ might lose his life over this one. Bouncing grenade goes through. Chunks them down quite low, but no one will die. We annihilate them right now. Crown, feeling saucy, he's going to go forward, has the chain down, dodges out on that Sonic Wave. One last auto attack, comes up with a kill, dashes back straight into the Devour from Core JJ. Wonderful roam up from him. He'll come up with the 1v2 kill, and Tempt almost goes down to the backside of that one.
And this is vintage Core JJ, his map roams.
Tempt is not window shopping, so.
But his map roams were the thing for Core JJ. He was much less the laning support the Wraith was famous for being. Tahm Kench prevents instant death from one of his allies and allows the kill lead to extend.
Doesn't connect here from Crazy. Here comes Crown, has that TP. Will lock him down, flash away, but the chain still comes through. He's trying to lock him up as much as possible. Arcane Smash knocks him back in towards Crown, and that's just going to be one dead Nautilus. He'll go down, and yet another kill goes over to LeBlanc. Tempt trying to zip his way up here with the package, but it's just not fast enough.
And this was the power of the draft that was selected by BBQ the last time these two teams met in Game 2, but was not used. The Nautilus and LeBlanc.
Okay.
There's a lot of action for
that's it.
no kills, with just the most embarrassment of riches among Maokai, Rengar, and LeBlanc on the top side.
Ward right here. Cuvée could TP in. Haru's going to come around out of the brush, jumps on top of him. Can he land the bola for the slow? Comes out. There we go. Should be one dead Jhin. Haru gets a solo kill.
To have to go through a gauntlet like that, but it's the gauntlet you want because it's going to be an insane series of best of fives.
Yep. Now Bless getting jumped on. So much damage from Haru. Comes up with the kill. Only assist coming through the tongue lash from Core JJ, who comes with the Abyssal Voyage, Ruler in tow, but they can't find any more lockdown to pick up another one. But BBQ just completely struggling throughout this game. If not for that one kill, this could be on the road to a perfect game from Samsung.
They have a proactive draft. That's why they try to keep making things happen, but they're too far behind. It doesn't matter if their champions have earlier spikes, cheaper item builds. They're not going to get there. Samsung has full court press completely happening across the rift. Even bottom lane is pushed up, and barring a big mistake, there is nothing BBQ can do. Think of the opportunities available.
There's a couple things wrong when you're almost 10,000 gold behind. Stretch line comes through onto Haru. They try to lock him up. Death charge committed as well as the Stranglethorn's big pop-up onto Cuvée, but yet Tahm Kench says nay to Haru going down. They very well make it. Cuvée, however, goes back in with the twisted advance, dodges out on that fourth shot. To lock down Bless, who almost falls. They get Ruler, however, with the dredge line, and that's finally BBQ finding something in these fights. Package comes through. Tempt gets locked up yet again. Crown from the sidelines throws out the chain. Will pop down the Corki, but cannot get the kill.
One support that picks up a lot of MVPs is the Tahm Kench. It's been a great game for Core JJ.
Coming back in yet again, looking for the turret. Crown taking a couple of these turret shots, but Haru goes forward, finds Bless Devour yet again there to keep him healthy. And right around half HP, turret goes down. Samsung just keep pressing their advantage despite losing Ruler in the last fight.
They can do whatever they want. They can split push with the LeBlanc, who's going to go back. Could even buy a Void Staff pretty soon, about 300 gold away from that, so a couple of items have enough. Maybe even a Medjai's at 11 stacks from what I can see. Kill Totoro with a WQ if the Q applies the passive. You know?
I think he probably could.
I think he probably could too. A chain Q also.
He's got very limited defensive options. You see already the ace in the hole doing so much to him. See how much happens to Bless? Yeah, that would be one dead Zyra if that were the case. Crown almost taking out the Lee Sin. Haru goes in, dredge line comes through. He's going to get popped up yet again, but Core JJ says no. Time and time again, and that's just going to be BBQ getting stomped out. Tempt and Ghost both fall. Crazy should follow suit. Crown taking up a couple of these turret shots. We'll have to dash back. Looks like the Nautilus will be able to make it into the fountain. But same cannot be said for Bless. He goes down. The Nexus turrets are crumbling. That's going to be game number 2. Very swiftly being taken out by Samsung for the 2-0. 27.5 minutes on the clock. And BBQ going to start round 2 off with a loss.